Alright everyone, welcome back to Grease Eagle Gaming. I am Grease Eagle, and yeah, welcome back to the second episode of our Elden Ring Frenzied Crucible Night playthrough. Nothing crazy has changed since the last video, however, I do have a better idea of what I want to do as far as going with the build. Unfortunately, all the Frenzied, or not all the Frenzied, all the Crucible Night gear is kind of towards the mid-late game stage, so for the time being we're just going to run with a bunch of strength weapons. We're going to try to go ahead and spec into some of the Frenzied Flame incantations. We're going to go ahead and try to get the Crucible Knight here to get his incantation so we can go ahead and start using that. But for now, we'll just keep going as we are. So anyone that did watch the last video, or anyone that's watching this one and coming into it, just go ahead and say thank you for anyone who has been watching this or who has watched this, who's watching this for the first time. I really do appreciate the views. Kind of a little bit of backstory again, if you didn't catch it last time. I'm just starting this playthrough just to kind of start a new hobby and see where we go from there, but it is going to be rough at first, and probably for the first couple months, first year even. I mean, it's kind of going to be a back and forth. I've went ahead and changed my channel logo already. I'm messing around with doing some thumbnails and seeing kind of what works, what doesn't work, and for now we'll just stick with it as is. And if there's anything that y'all have for suggestions or anything that I can do to improve myself for the channel, I definitely appreciate hearing. Double drop on that one. But yeah, so this channel, or at least this playthrough, we're going to go ahead and try to do a Frenzied Crucible Night. If you didn't catch it last time, basically all that is I want to be able to use a bunch of holy weapons, and I want to obviously use the Crucible Knight's armor. Kind of just going to go into the lore a little bit and just say that we were a Crucible Knight. We were in service of Godfrey, and we went to the Frenzied Flame Village and suddenly became maddened and never got out of it. It's been in our head ever since. So we're just gonna go around and basically trying to kill everything. And we'll mess around with the lore as we go on, but that's kind of just the basis that I've thought about so far. Kind of thinking about weapons we want to use, so we're going to go Strength Faith, as I've said in the last video. So really we're just going to try to go heavy weapons. If we can't use Crucible Knight's weapons, which we won't be able to get till a little bit later in the game anyways, even afterwards, if we want to switch it up and maybe have something that we're going to also deal with anything faith-based, so you're looking at holy damage, fire damage, lightning, kind of use all of them. We're not going to limit ourselves just to the Crucible Knight weapons. We'll use them as much as we can, obviously, since that's going to be the build itself. But if we need to switch it up and just use maybe just a regular strength-based weapon, the great axes, great hammers, colossal weapons, we're going to try to use them all. And kind of just go around whatever the boss we're fighting or the area we're in, whatever it kind of dictates. We'll just go from there and see what we can do. Definitely think, at least for the first little bit, we're going to go get the Great Axe and maybe go ahead and try to go get the Claymore or the Bastard Sword. Kind of just use that for now. I kind of wanted to mess around with the strength instead of dexterity. I usually have a dexterity build going, and Dexterity Arcane, where I try to do bleed builds, poison builds, Scarlet Rot builds, and, you know, just kind of not going for the big single hit damage, but more or less just going for a lot of quick successive attacks. I really enjoyed the dual blade playthrough that I did before I started this channel. A lot of fun there, using the Godskin Peeler with Bloodhound Step and an Arcane build on it, and it was just, that's what I ended up beating the DLC with. And I feel like that is an awesome build, and if you want to do that, that is great. It's such a good build. It's very easy to pick up, easy to learn, but I kind of want to go for big single hit damage, stuff that's gonna high risk, high reward kind of play style for now, and we'll see how that goes. For now, we'll go ahead and go and get the Great Axe. We do have the Golden Halberd, and we'll probably end up using that a little bit here shortly, as soon as I can get the 20 strength that it requires. But we can also go get this Great Axe that's up here, getting carried on this cart. Nope. We might go ahead and just go up here and do this little dungeon first. Get that over with, get a good little respawn point close by. Alright, not a whole lot to do as far as getting ready for this fight, since we don't have much of anything to do yet. Don't have a real build going on right now, but we'll see how it goes. I remember this guy used to give me such a hard time at first. I'd always try to go for headshots and end up completely missing the head, or, you know, getting bounced off the head from that helmet. Alright, now we got a good little respawn point. Not expecting to die, but you never know. I'm not planning on doing a lot of incantations. Sorry. Not looking to do a lot of sorcery builds. Probably not going to use sorcery at all in this playthrough. I've never really actually used it, but I've also never fully finished her questline, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
I was exiled as a revive. You still? Very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
Alright, yep. Can't even use any of these sorceries, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Let's see if I can level up. Alright, we're still going to need 3 more points into strength before we can wield the halberd. So for now, I guess we're just going to go farm some runes. Probably need about 5,000 to... Or sorry, probably about 6,000 to 7,000 if I had to take a guess going ahead and getting those last 3. So we can definitely do that. That won't be too hard. Just run through here real quick, get all of this stuff. Alright. Go ahead and try to get this Great Axe, because I feel like that's also going to be a pretty good weapon at first. Another weapon that I haven't really used a lot. I always get it super early in the game. I've just never really used it. Hey, there's the brass shield that I wanted. go ahead and see if we can't get this axe. I did just look through my video from the first playthrough, and just saw that it wasn't. Definitely had some audio issues going on, so I'm going to try my best to fix that, but I am not claiming to be an expert in audio mixing or anything like that, so. Some easy runes for these guys. Alright, let's look at what. So 30 strength. Okay, so whenever we can wield the halberd, we can go ahead and wield this. Yeah, I don't know what kind of Ashes of War or anything I want to put on it yet. I'm kind of a big fan of Bloodhound Step, but I don't want to have to be relying on that instead of getting better at my dodge rolling, so we'll see what we can do. We'll go ahead and farm up this other troll right here. Easy enough. So yeah, as far as the Frenzied Crucible Knight goes, I'm not going to be super dedicated to always running Crucible weapons. I'd like, if I can, to always run the armor, at least to have that, but being able to switch up weapons and switching up how I play. Kind of just going what the situation dictates. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead, get this beetle up here. Go ahead and get the grace right here, and we'll try to go ahead and kill the dragon. I don't know if we're going to be able to use Unsheath on any of the weapons that we have, but we'll see. One of the weapons I am kind of excited to use that I haven't really used a whole lot is the Ultra Great Swords. Or the Ultra Light, I'm sorry. Ultra Light Great Swords. Or I don't even think they're Ultra Light. Maybe they're just Light Great Swords, but I know that there are a couple in the new DLC that we can get, and hopefully I can find two, and maybe we can dual wield them. Alright, 2 more levels, so we're probably going to need about 5,000 runes. I can't remember his name.
So stay clear. Don't.
Okay, well, we're going to ignore his advice and go ahead and try to kill this guy. Do I have... I don't have the poison craft book yet. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to figure out that you could actually just poison these little sprouts over here and have them kill themselves. They, you poison them and they blow up and it spreads to all of them, and it's just an interesting little experience. All right. Agil, that's what his name is. Yep. Let's see what happens. This does not have a good reach as I thought. This is gonna be fun. Guess we're gonna do it on horseback now. This video, I'm probably going to try to keep a little bit more quiet and just let the gameplay speak for itself. But if that is something that you want to hear, if you want to hear me talk more, if you just want to watch the gameplay, then just let me know, because I'm going to mix it up for a while just until we can figure out what works. I do not do a lot of damage. Maybe we need to look at upgrading this weapon at first. I'd rather go ahead and just wait till we can get to 20 strength, be able to dual wield a great axe. And then we can just upgrade that, or upgrade that halberd if we can find some somber smithing stones. I definitely don't know the optimal route, farming sombers and all of that, but we're just kind of play it by ear. I feel like I don't want to get too overpowered too early. I want to be able to struggle and watch y'all laugh at my mistakes, because I feel like that's just more fun. Like I said, I'm just a normal guy trying to play Elden Ring, trying to start his own YouTube channel. I don't want to make it seem like I'm better than I am, because I'm really not. Oh, come on, dude. This guy does not like giving me the easy attacks. All right. Should be it. There we go. Ah, 5,000 runes, exactly. Alright. Be able to go ahead and start using the halberd and the great axe. I don't have a map or anything pulled up, so I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just going around. After we get through Stormvale Castle and get towards the Lernia Lake, then I'll maybe look it up, just see if we've missed anything major. If you've seen that I've missed anything major, if you've been catching up or watching along, just send me a comment, shoot me a comment, and I'll definitely read it and get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, I don't have an early game plan as far as what I want to do, so we'll kind of just play it by ear. There we go, 20 strength. So we can go ahead and get rid of the great sword. Oh, we're gonna have to look at our armor too. 134, 31. So far, looks like we might be better off going Great Axe for now. So I think I'll go ahead and give that a try. We'll change it up. We'll put back on our Confessor armor. Yep, gonna have to fully go on Confessor. Be able to use this Great Axe. Definitely pretty fast attacks. A little shorter than most Great Axes, if I remember right, although I don't really use Great Axes, so. Switching it up a little bit. I want to make myself a little uncomfortable, push myself.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back, if you should find yourself overcome by and seek the decrepit.
And you'll learn the more you watch me that I do not enjoy reading the small text. Lore, like conversations, if it's not something I feel is important, I skip through it. I'll try to keep enough space that if you wanted to pause it and be able to read it, you can. But for me, I like being able to get into the action immediately. But yeah, up until we get to be able to have the armor and get the weapons, I think for the time being, we're just going to bump up the strength, at least get it to level 30. Then we're going to bump up the strength, get it to level 30, and then we're going to maybe work on stamina or the equip load, get it up to 30 or 40. Okay, so I do have it written down here. This is kind of my goals for the level 97 to 100 build. Go ahead and get 40 vigor. Keep our mind where it is. Wherever. Keep our mind at 13. We might bump that up. We'll see. But for now, I don't think we're not gonna be using summons. Obviously, we're gonna be using a lot of skills. I know, like for the Golden Halberd, that is the Ash of War is the Golden Vow, and that does take like 40 FP if I remember right. Endurance, we're gonna bump it up to about 31. That should allow us to wear all of the Crucible Knight armor and the weapons without going heavy load or overloaded. Gonna go up to 30 strength, 18 dex, and 24 faith. Either 24 or 27 faith. I might bump down the dexterity too. We'll kind of see if we find anything that we want to bump up dexterity for. I really don't want to focus on dexterity if I can help it. And I did look into it. I believe with the 31 endurance, if we have that with the Great Jar Arsenal Charm, we can use all of the Crucible Knight gear, we can use the Great Sword, and we can use the Great Shield without being overloaded or encumbered. And that's kind of what I want to end up doing. So we'll go ahead and just go and get all these smithing stones. That is a very fast attack. a lot of this stuff where I'm just running around fighting these enemies in these dungeons and stuff, I might cut out just to show you the kills. Maybe not me running around. If there's any commentary or anything I have, I'll keep it in. But for the most part, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and push through the dungeon, and we'll cut it out, cut back in if anything interesting happens. All right. See what this... This is why I love heavy weapons. Hard-hitting weapons is you can stagger so easily. Easy enough. Oh. Well, that actually does work out because I do have Barbaric Roar on this. Now I don't... Oh, that is also going to make me heavy. I don't know if that actually affects Barbaric Roar. If anyone does know and they're watching this, can you please let me know? Because if it does, if it enhances those strong charged attacks, then we'll definitely throw it on and give it a shot. Alright, I guess we'll just keep going for now. Well, I guess I can go upgrade this weapon a little bit.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Ren. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished, and upon looking into talk, thou art but call forth.
We'll go ahead and grab the bell and the summon, but we're not going to use them.
Now it is that. I doubt we. How long will before the time?
All right. Oh yeah, we can upgrade this a good bit. All right, and. Thought we did pick up a somber smithing stone. Maybe not.
Wait, well, you're...
We'll go ahead and sell all of our stuff to them.
Goodbye.
We're looking at... Go ahead and try to upgrade our endurance a little bit.
This timeless light, but now you can see the rays upon the cliff. A demigod. If the ray and the elder as an eye pray to face. Shall I let my hand share them with me?
Oh, we can get 1 point into endurance. I definitely want to bump this up a decent amount. One for the equip load, but also the stamina. We'll go ahead, go down, fight the gravity dude, or whatever his name is. We'll grab that talisman. I can't remember which one it is, though. But yeah, this playthrough is, I kind of just want to make it a real experience. Like, I'll cut off of all the boring stuff, but for the most part, I want it to be kind of just me going through it, normal guy trying to play. This axe does attack extremely fast. That's crazy. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm just so good at this game or anything like that. I want to have fun playing this game. I've got a few more achievements to get before I 100% the game, and then afterwards we'll we'll see what happens. I mean, if it does take off and I get some views and some subscribers, then we'll look into what to play next. I mean, a lot of games I haven't played that I've always been wanting to. I just finished the first God of War. Maybe we can do another playthrough where I try to get everything in the game. Or we play some Assassin's Creed. I haven't played any of the new ones. I just got Origins, so I haven't really played it much. But we could maybe try to play those last 3 Assassin's Creeds that come out. The Origins, the one set in ancient Egypt, and then the newest one, the Viking one. Definitely try to look into that, see if we can play any of those. I know Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Delta is coming out, or Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, or however it's worded. That's the game that really got me into gaming, so we can look into playing that as well. I'm very excited for that to come out, and if that's something that maybe people here don't want to see, that's fine. I'm going to play it on my own, but if it's something that you do want to see, then I'll be happy to record it, and we'll kind of do a little bit of a playthrough. I don't know how much content's in it. I don't know how long it is compared to the original game. I believe the original game I beat recently. I played the remastered version or the collection version. I believe I beat that in 16 hours for a no-kill playthrough. All right. Go ahead and do this invasion fight real quick. Hopefully we don't die. Then we'll do patches, and then we'll do the dungeon that's down there and see what the time's looking at. We'll probably go ahead and call it there. It's definitely going to be a very long playthrough series. I'm probably gonna be a good many episodes, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. Hopefully this time goes a little better. I didn't realize how good Barbaric Roar is. Just the... If I could hit the guy. There we go. Not half bad. It's going to take some getting used to get accustomed to these heavier weapons, the slower charged attacks and slower attacks in general. Kind of used to being able to hit fast and get out of there fast. Alright, we'll go ahead and take on Patches. Not going to kill him. I want to, but I'm not going to do it. Alright. Come on, you little guy.
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance. Pop up your coin. All of it. Wait, please. I surrender. White flag
Easy
and all.
enough. I'm also going to try not to use any of the helpful items that kind of help with the boss fights, like Malekith's Black Blade or Moog's Shackle or anything like that. I don't want to do that. I want to make this as true as it can be for me to play by myself and do it all of these fights by myself.
Now, how did I took you for an innocent water? A true man of reason. I'm Pat tarnished, like only for now. In exchange for, honestly, frankly. So I'll be ready to. Don't forget, I'll be ready to.
Can't remember if he's got anything good to sell, but I don't think so. So we're gonna go ahead and keep moving.
Thought I am your tarnish. You stay the part. Just remember, me you're a mo. Perhaps we will.
Alright, go ahead and do this dungeon. We'll probably go ahead and call it for the day. I deserve that one. Literally the first enemy of the dungeon, and I die. That's how you know I'm not good at this. I don't remember this dungeon being this small. Again, I deserve that one. Alright, back again. I can't remember what enemy this is, but we're gonna find out. Oh, fun. Oh, am I dead? This is less damage than I thought it would be. I can do it too. That was a little closer than I wanted it to be. Alrighty. Go ahead and level up one last time, see what we can get into endurance. Let's go ahead and talk to Melina, I guess.
Me? I'm set for my purpose. Given for the reason that there is something for which I've acted the finger. I am no maiden.
Alright. Alrighty, well, I guess that'll end the second video of the series. I know that it's not going to be a very fast series. It's probably going to be a little slow. I am going to cut down a bunch of the parts where I'm moving back and forth. If I die in a dungeon, I'll kind of cut back to where I was, and we'll just go from there. But if you are watching and you did stay to the end, I definitely appreciate it. And if you want to leave a comment or subscribe or send me a like, then that would be awesome. And if you have any comments, tips, tricks, anything like that, I'm not against it. I'm always willing to try to get better and try to figure out what's going to be the most entertainment for everyone who's watching. So if you want to do that, then I would greatly appreciate it. Until the next video, I will see y'all later. Bye.